Go ahead, Patrick.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Happy birthday, Jimmy. Yeah, this show last night, I couldn't believe it. I guess I really enjoyed it just because it kind of dwells on the inner psyche of what's kind of going on in other people's homes. You get to look in it.
Dude, Hoarders.
People living in a dump.
It's taking them forever.
Hoarders.
Yes. Hoarders, yes.
Is amazing. That fucking disgusting old bitch last night. And there's no sympathy.
I didn't see it last night.
They show these people, and I don't know. Are you supposed to have sympathy for them, or go like, oh man,
no.
I just look and go, this ungrateful, disgusting slob. It was some woman, and they showed some pictures of her from back in the 50s or some shit, when she was married and or had a boyfriend, whatever the fuck it was, and she was real vodio do-do, a real hotsy-totsy, I'd say. And then they showed her now. She's got no teeth in her head. She's just an old bag. And her house is full of garbage. Dude, they took out 8,000 pounds of garbage from her house. There were dead cats underneath the piles of garbage because she's crazy cat lady, too.
Is this the one from last night?
Yeah.
Is that her?
That's the daughter.
Holy shit.
That's the daughter. And
how do you live
dude,
like that?
You don't.
I don't smell you think?
So it stunk. They said like shit, and the bathroom was atrocious. You couldn't even. One guy from the cleaning company said, "I'm not going to do this. I'm not doing this.
Why can't we just burn her house down with her in it?
That's what I said.
I'm not even.
I said just burn the house down with her in it. And she sits there with a fan blowing on her. Look at this old sack of shit.
Why?
Look at the dishwasher. Just never.
What is that about?
It's crazy.
What is that about?
She's insane.
Where you have to make paths through the garbage to get to your bed and shit.
And the daughter, she's crying because she's trying to help the mother. And then they drag in a shrink. Like, that's her from the old days.
You know, a little advice to the daughter. Sometimes you just got to walk away.
Look, that's the old bag, and now look at her.
Whoa.
What happened?
Wow, what's growing on her fucking...
I don't know. She looks like she has duty on her. She's got some duty on her
storing
chin.
moles.
Look, some beauty marks could be sexy, but Ann's right. Most of them look like duty stains.
It's duty. She has some duty on her.
Damn, what a crazy old bitch.
The place was so disgusting. And then she just sits out there, this fat pig, and eats.
Is it one thing she collects in general?
No, dude.
Hers is just garbage?
Her son is 28 years old. He finally was taken from the house and moved in with the sister when he was younger, and he kind of got his life back together.
Yeah.
28 years old. As they were digging through the garbage, the son was like, "This is like history. As you go deeper, you get older things." There was a package of diapers from when he was a baby.
Come on.
28 fucking years ago. Flattened out, petrified cats were underneath the piles of garbage, and she's going like, "Oh, I could put a plant in this. I could take." So she takes this little trinket thing out of the pile of garbage because she needs it. It's like, just stop already.
You know what they should do to hoarders? Just push them into bear traps.
Oh,
watch their knees get fucking
chunk.
Drive them to the fucking garbage dump and just kick them out of the car and go, "Here's your new home.
Yeah, live here.
Live here. Figure it out."
You pain in the fanny.
Right.
Did you see the one where the guy was storing his own shit?
What?
In a shed outdoors?
What?
He had buckets of his own shit, and he makes this lady look like the belle of the ball. No, it was a shed, but he had his own shit and piss. They had buckets of it was hazardous waste. He's the worst person ever.
And when they clean out these hoarders' houses, and it's because usually they give you the backstory that the town is coming in and they're going to evict these people and throw them out. And then the hoarders crew comes in. They got some shrink that just coddles these fucking morons and says, "We'll go slow, and you tell me what you want to keep, and then we'll talk and see if you really need it."
Slow. I would hand out
bulldozer.
I would hand out snow shovels.
That's what they do. They use big snow shovels.
I wouldn't go slow.
Go slow, and then things get thrown out, and they freak out about it and shit like that. So, this woman, and after the house is clean, within months, it's just going to be the same fucking disgusting mess again.
You'll never get the stink out of there?
No, the stink. There was a shit room.
We got somebody who's, looks like father was on Hoarders. David in Connecticut, what's the story, man?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Jimmy, you kicked ass Boston the other night.
Thank
really
you,
great
Dave.
show.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, it was actually my father-in-law. He wasn't on Hoarders, but he was a hoarder. And we went in to go clean his, what he called an office. And it's amazing some of the stuff you find in there. Old coins, old cell phones, you know, the big old brick cell phones that you used to have? You find like 10 of them. Old computers.
There's different types of hoarders. Like there's people that'll hoard certain items, electronics, tools, things like that. And then there's these disgusting people that just live in trash. They eat shit and then just like throw it on the floor. There was one fat fuck that had like half hamburgers and roast beef sandwiches under his mattress.
Well, under his mattress?
Under his mattress.
You think that attracts bugs?
Oh, cockroach. The fat son with this woman said when he was living there, he'd have to turn a fan on every night to cover up the sound of the cockroaches walking around.
Ew.
They would be walking around on top of everything as he slept and come into the bed with him.
Creep me out more than mice.
They're disgusting.
And I had both in that old apartment of mine.
Disgusting.
Why doesn't the smell get to these people?
They were talking about that last night. The shrink was saying they don't see anything wrong with it. They don't. Like, they look at their house
but what happens
and say
to their
that's
sense
the
of
way.
smell?
They just don't smell it.
They lose it
they
or
don't
what?
smell it. People walk in, and they are wearing not just those little paper masks, fucking respirators.
Yeah, sure.
They have to go in there. And like I said, one of the guys that comes in there said, I went into the bathroom. I can't do that. He goes, that's a biohazard. There's feces filling the toilet up. The toilet didn't work anymore. The water wasn't working. And she was shitting in the toilet and then just... It was a giant toilet full of shit. And I don't know if
so fake.
I don't know if she shit and then it fills up so much that she's got to dig some out and threw it on the floor and in the bathtub. And so she could like shit more in the toilet.
That's just a crazy person. I mean, you're just nuts.
What a kook. I was saying, just burn the house down with her in it. Just burn the fucking thing down.
You guys want to hear from more hoarders?
Yeah, of course.
Hoarder.
They rule.
I saw two guys from Operation Repo on other reality shows.
Yeah, they're just fake.
All right. I guess we... And the other thing, I don't think we got time to go to them. Some girl admitted that the cheater stabbing was fake. Cheaters is so fake it's comical.
Yeah. I'm not buying cheaters either.
I'm not willing to give that up.
Hold on. All right, let's go to Jay first. Then we'll go to another hoarder in a second. Jay in Dallas, what do you got on cheaters?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hi, Jay.
Hey, man.
That stabbing that went down, that actually happened like right down the street from my house. It was a little lake about 20 minutes north of Dallas called Lake Ray Hubbard. My mom works for the sheriff's department there, and when that supposed stabbing went down, they called the police. There's not in the police log. Or, it never has been. So apparently the way it worked out is they just found a sheriff's department car, and they followed it for part of the footage. Also, they had a girl... the girl that was actually involved, that they were on the boat when the guy got stabbed, the host named Joey Greco, she did an interview that said it was completely fake. And she said both of them were paid actors and that Joey never actually got stabbed and that the ambulance company that picked him up was a private ambulance company. They probably just paid them. But as far as the police department goes there in that town, I asked my mom, it never came across a police log. The police never responded. And also, it's not a huge town. It's about 20 minutes north of Dallas. If somebody got stabbed on the lake, it would have been a big deal. And there was never anything about it. So
okay, you know what? I'll say this. The driver who told me it was fake and he used to work there, he goes, yeah, the whole thing was fake. It was a gig I was doing a couple years ago in Dallas. So that makes sense. Maybe it is fake.
All right. Good job, Jay.
The camera work is very good in this, though.
Well, yeah, you got
they just showed a camera work where it shouldn't have been.
Where's he stabbed? Where's the blood? We're looking at the clip right now.
There it is.
Well, that could be wrestling blood.
And look at him. He's like,
what's that supposed to mean?
Oh,
and
so dramatic.
What, he gets stabbed in the gut?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I like cheaters.
Oh, stop.
All right, let's go to Dean in Wisconsin. Dean.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, I got a mom that's a real major hoarder. I was up at her house a couple months ago, and I was standing there in her door, in her foyer, and it just reeked like you would not believe. And I looked down and she had one of her cats had a mouse, and I said, well, what the heck is this? And she says, oh, those are they're buddies and stuff. And I said, well, ain't much buddies, because the cat's eating a mouse right now, and there's a couple other mouse carcasses laying there. then there's a more noise coming out of her kitchen. And I said, what's going on in there? I said, you got another cat in there? And she says, no. She goes, I got a bag of dog food in there. You know, she goes, I don't feed the dog. I just cut the top of the dog food bag open, let the dog eat. Because I think I got the mice in there now. And they're just helping themselves to the food. And I mean, all she has is just paths going through the place. I mean, it's just totally disgusting. My brother and I tried to get, some help. We just walked away from the whole situation. We tried to let the county and the state get involved, but they don't want to get involved in anything. I mean, it's just pathetic.
It's your mom?
People live. Yeah, it's my mom.
Do you get angry at her? Because I know I would just want to scream and go, you cut the shit.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, you scream and yell at her about it, and then, the last time the county aid worker came over there, she says, which one of my fucking kids called this time? I mean...
Yeah, they're usually very angry at their kids, these hoarders. They're very... Right. That's what I've noticed on the show. They're very angry at their kids when they try to help them out and clean the place out. They pass a lot of blame onto other people. That the situation they're in is always somebody else's fault. And
so why don't they just let these people live that way?
Mental problem. Well, I think that a lot of them probably do.
Enough with the stupid attention. Let them live like that.
Sitting there, you don't want to be the neighbor of one of these fucking people because the whole block stinks a lot of times.
Hey, a lot of people saying that they found her teeth last night.
Yes, they found.
What was
her
that about?
They only found her uppers, not her lowers. Well, they came in and the shrink is like, well, we're looking for her teeth. So if you find them, let us know. And one of the workers found, after taking out tons of garbage, found her upper plate. And they had to actually tell her, don't put that in your mouth. Like, she's ready to just slap it in her mouth. It's sitting in a dead cat's mouth, looking all silly. And then they couldn't find the bottom part of her teeth.
Hey, dude, are there roaches in your mom's place?
Oh, I'm sure there are. We didn't stick around long enough to find out. I was afraid I was going to bring them home if they were.
That guy said that he would put a fan on because he could hear the roaches.
Yeah, that's you'd put that. And then the child welfare services took him out of the house. Took him out of the house when he was a kid. He moved in with the sister, and then the mother was just like, why won't you come home and live with me? He goes, no, I have a life. I can't live like this. Mm-hmm. And she goes, well, if I had the money, I would have been able to get you back if I could get a lawyer. And they're trying to tell her, no, he was taken out of the house because of the way you live.
Right.
It had nothing to do with money. She's like, no, it was the money. It was the money. Like just a crazy old hag. Hey, old hag.
You hoarding old hag.
Push it down a pile of garbage.
That shit is exhausting.
Oh, my God.
Just exhausting. Are you a fan of cat ladies? I'm a big fan of the cat ladies.
A lot of the women hoarders are cat ladies.
Why don't they have a reality show that just go around the country looking at the cat ladies?
Yeah, they should do that. One of the hoarders had so many cats. They were bringing out like 20 to 30 dead cats. Litters of kitten skeletons just like sitting there.
Really?
And she's like, I love my babies. And then they took them away.
Did she have a lot of cats that were still living?
Yeah, they took them away.
I love cat lady videos.
Crazy fucking cat lady.
Enough of this.
Do you think there's fleas in that house?
Oh my God. What video is this?
She's just throwing food on the floor.
Crazy Russian cat lady owns 130 cats on YouTube.
There must be so much duty in her house.
Start over.
They do sound adorable. She's throwing food on the floor. They're freaking out.
How do you sleep like this?
Kitties are adorable. But they really are.
Cat ladies rule.
Do you know how many fleas they must have?
Oh, and just the smell of shit and pungent cat piss smell. Ugh.
The video shows the lady walking into, I guess, like the kitchen area, and the cats are jumping on her, trying to get to the food.
130 cats.
130 cats.
That was the kitchen? I thought that was a special room she had where she kept all the little freaks.
No, they don't have special rooms. The cat ladies let them live among them.
Yeah.
Wherever they want in the house.
This one hoarder woman, she had cats, but then they told her you can only have so many. So she had to hand pick which ones she wanted to keep. And she's like, oh, I want that one though. And they're like, no, you can't. Mm-hmm. You're not allowed to have it.
Well, that's in one speaker. Okay.
This lady's a dummy. She's just throwing food all over her own kitchen. What an asshole. I have no patience for these fucking nuts.
Kooks.
Just, you know what?
They
Walk
make good
in,
reality shows.
Pull her out, Fucking throw it in a dump truck.
Yep.
Dude, do a show on cat ladies. Let's finance it.
I bet you people would feel too bad to watch it because the animal cruelty.
They feel bad for the cats. Yeah,
People would feel too sad for the cats to watch it.
Oh, look at that.
Look, don't you just want to give him a little chin scooch?
I want to shooka under his chin. Shooka.
They love when you
Watch
do
him
that. They
Their
love
eyes
that.
shut.
Lions hate that.
Yes.
When you
Lions
reach through
will bite your arms off.
You reach through the cage, you get them a shooka.
Jeremy in Cleveland. We know Jeremy. He calls the show a lot. What's up, Jeremy?
Gentlemen, rapey, rape.
Hey.
Hey, I had to clean out my grandfather's house like 5 or 6 years ago because he was like a really bad hoarder. He had old newspapers from like the 40s and 50s. He was a World War II vet. He had a bunch of old bullets. We had to like call the bomb squad because he had just boxes of ammunition in the attic.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
old shells.
Newspaper hoarders are interesting because they always think they're going to get to it and read it.
Yeah. This old bitch last night. You just talk.
He had 3 dead dogs. I think I thought I found 3 petrified dead dogs
You're a
in the house.
conversation hoarder.
Yeah.
Hoarding the conversation.
Exactly, sir. Ant's trying to jump in there and clean out some wreckage, and you just keep piling new words on.
Bring up the fact that old biddy last night wanted to, she goes, they threw away my crocheting books. You can only imagine the pile of shit it was under in the first place, and how often is this old bitch who just sits on her porch and eats reading her crocheting books?
Why don't you crochet yourself a fucking rope and get a stool? Do everybody a favor. Fucking burden.
Slob was here. Hang herself.
But that's the type of thing you think you might need. I'm going to crochet something for everyone who hates me.
Yeah.
How about crocheting a big coffin and throwing your dead cats in it? You rotten old bag. Go ahead, sir. What were you saying?
Yeah, it was just basically like dead animals, dead cats, just piles of shit everywhere. Like anywhere you turned, there was shit. There was nowhere you could sit or even move in this place without stepping in shit.
Were there bugs?
Yeah, like big giant cockroaches, giant fucking rats. I mean, like you could see rats outside of the house. Like they weren't even inside the house
That
anymore.
scares
like,
the shit out of me.
out.
Fuck that. That rat shit is
How do
scary.
people live like that?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
They're crazy. They're
I
fucking
tried to
crazy.
help him out, but he just kept on getting dirty and dirty. I cleaned the place like a couple times, and then I gave up, and the state took over and put him in a nursing home because I couldn't do it no more.
Exactly. Let him just yell at some fucking black orderly who will knock his fucking false teeth across the room. Sometimes the orderlies have a point.
Sean, the producer, says she should make one of those crocheted wall hangings saying, home sweet pile of crap.
All right, guys, fucking out, rape.
Bye.
All right. Are we done with Hoarders for now?
Home dump home.
It's up to you guys. You want to go with one more?
I love these people,
My
yes.
dad is a chronic hoarder. My mom is a food hoarder.
Oh, they had a food hoarder on one of the shows, and she couldn't throw shit away. She had rotting cabbage out on the counter, and she goes, the good thing about cabbage is the outside can be rotten, but the inside is still fine. And she peels away the outside, and the inside, wasn't as rotten. And she said she opened up her freezer. It looked like decomposing dead animal, because that's what it is. She had like meat in there that was running out of the top of the freezer, like oozing out. And then she said her logic was, if it's not puffed up in a closed container, it's still good. And she goes, sour cream, it can't go bad. It's sour already.
Oh, my God.
And she was eating this shit.
Good, let her.
Okay, maybe she'll die.
Waste not, want not. I know.
All right, let's go to, you want the food hoarder then?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go to Randy in Connecticut. Randy!
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Listen, my mom, she only hoarded food, but it was fucking disgusting. We had to clean our house a few years ago, and when we emptied out the closet, we found cans from the 1970s.
Well, let me ask you, a person of a questionable gender, what were the cans bad?
Exactly. I was sitting there going, I was trying to figure this out.
Is it R-A-N-D-Y or D-I?
We all noticed.
Oh, you're a girl.
D-I-E. Okay.
So,
Why, do I sound like a man?
No, I thought you were a woman, but they were saying you were a man.
No, I thought you were a youngster.
I thought you were a gay gentleman.
Yeah.
Is this a woman?
Yeah, it's apparently a girl.
What?
How old are you?
I'm 33. treat too.
Exactly.
Wow, you got a weird voice.
You really do have a weird
Something
voice.
Something about the timbre of your voice.
Great. I love you guys. I listen to you every morning. Talk
So
to you
wait,
later.
cans from the 70s of what? Cans of what?
I mean, you open the closet doors and food was just pouring out. Everything. Our freezer had meat from like the 80s. It was bad.
Oh, the woman had pasta with the fucking, like, the maggots in it, those little maggoty things.
It was disgusting.
And she's picking them out. Like,
in my house. But she hid it really well. Like, it was behind the freezer, behind the closet. You open up the refrigerator. It was just food.
What finally tipped you off? Was it like the fucking black caricature on the food? Where this is not being sold anymore? This is fucking Sambo's rice. This is no good.
It was...
Wow. All right.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you.
More power to you.
Bye, guys. Love you.
The timbre
Bye.
voice.
I know. We all couldn't figure it out at first.
Exactly. What are you? Madam, sir.
I went gay. Wait, you went woman?
I thought it was
gay
a woman.
You went
I went
young boy?
young man, young boy, young something.
Perfect name for her. Randy?
Yes. Randy is, it's one of those names where you can't figure it out. That was a little odd.
What the fuck?
It was a little odd.
God bless you, Randy.
We were just talking about these shows, I guess, because we were going to get to...
now we got to wait for
Jesse Ventura.
Break,
of course. But, that and Steven Seagal's new show coming on, where apparently Steven Seagal, who knew this, 20 years he's been a police officer. For 20 years.
He takes it very seriously.
Has he really?
In Louisiana, down there in one of the fucking parishes down there, parish of Louisiana, he's been a cop. And now they follow him around with a camera. And the black guy going, oh, man, it's Steven Seagal. That's pretty funny. Like, I would just laugh seeing black guys going like, holy shit, it's Steven Seagal. That's arresting me.
I'm not watching this show.
I am definitely watching at least the first episode. Yeah.
The name is so awful, you have to.
Lawman.
Steven Seagal, Lawman. I would definitely watch this.
But he's like a legitimate cop?
Yeah, apparently he's been a cop for 20 years. I don't get it. We're just sitting here watching in Jefferson, in Jefferson County. We're watching him doing some martial arts.
Why are they laughing?
And people seem to be laughing. There he is being sworn in as an officer. And there he goes. He's packing heat. He's fucking got a badge, and he's chasing down bad guys. He's Steven Seagal.
How bad did his career go?
I don't know. The
he was
guy
a huge movie star.
Enforcement.
He still does films, I think, right to video.
Yeah, they go right to video.
That's impressive.
Look at him trying to run.
He's all fat now. What are you doing?
So funny that he's fat running. He's Steven Seagal, motherfucker.
Now you need to be in shape.
Let's go to Heather on Long Island. Heather.
Good morning.
Good morning, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
So my grandmother is a hoarder.
Oh, is this Heather?
Yeah, it's Heather.
Heather Heights?
Heather. Yeah.
Redheaded Heather with the meaty tits?
Yes.
Forgive my crude introduction.
That's a good description. At least we all know.
Yeah, Heather with the eatable ass. Pardon my language.
That would be me. I am that Heather.
And doing well in the comedy world. Heather Heights, everyone. What do you got, Heather?
I grew up with a hoarder. My grandmother was a hoarder. She actually lived in a trailer when I was a kid, and she filled the trailer with stuff and bought a new trailer and put it in front of the old trailer.
Wow.
And
right.
I actually got food poisoning one time from stuff in her refrigerator, and I opened up a can of soup and it exploded all over me when I was like a kid.
Jesus.
Because it was so old.
Is she dead?
No.
Is she still hoarding?
Yes, she's still hoarding. She had a stroke. My dad had to clean up a bunch of her stuff while she was in the hospital.
Now she's... Sorry to hear that. Now she's hoarding drool on the left side of her shirt.
Yeah, she's a laugh riot, that woman.
Sounds it.
That sucks.
And she's a cat lady.
Oh, how many?
We get rid of them periodically. She gets up to 20 of them, and then my dad goes and catches them all and gets rid of them, and she just lets them breed all over the place.
How does Dad get rid of them?
He traps them. He's not a nice man.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
he traps them all. I don't know where he takes them.
He's
exactly.
not taking them to the fucking animal shelter, that's for sure.
But they live up in the mountains in Pennsylvania, so for all I know, he picks them off, with the gun.
Probably lets them loose in the woods and has a field day.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Right on. All right, Heather.
All right, have a great day, guys.
Bye, Heather.
Thank you, Heather. Heather Heights, everyone. We can keep going. The hoarding calls are coming in like
a lot of hoarding calls, a lot of things.
Should we take a break, though?
If we can, I have an announcement to make, too.
Oh, my
Very
goodness.
special.
Oh, my God. That one's too good.
Oh, yeah, we have to go to this first, Jimmy. Hold on.
Oh, it's fine. I'm in no rush.
Hold on. Steve in Jersey. This will be the last one.
Yes.
Go ahead, Steve.
Yes.
Hey, guys.
I hoard sewn-up stomachs.
I hoard cum.
I put it in my mouth like a chipmunk. Yes. I hoard duties, and then I shirk them all.
Take that, stupid.
I hoard links on my website.
I'm a logo hoarder.
That's right. I hoard all the space on the video with my logo.
We got it.
Yes, sometimes. Yes, I had to over-explain.
With my logo.
Yes.
That's the best part.
Yes, there's a semicolon I put with my logo. Oh, look, someone's amused.
Oh.
Fucking ghoul. Dracula's grandson. Fucking beat a creep.
Dracula's grandson.
Sorry, the
What's
intern.
his name?
Graham. That's Graham.
Oh, Graham. You think like I ever remember those fucking worthless interns' names?
You should try.
Look at him. He's just waving now. Hello. Go look in a mirror and see no reflection. I hoard. Exactly.
Go ahead, Steve.
So I just want to give you guys a call quick. My sister has been hoarding her used tampons in her, she's got these trash bags in her bathroom. And we went in the other day, and she's like 29 now, and I guess, I don't know, her shrink, my dad had to call her shrink because we found all these used tampons. They're like nasty and nasty and nasty. It's unbelievable.
How much?
Yeah.
How much?
Go
ahead, sorry.
She has some weird sort of like thing where she doesn't want to lose blood from her body or something. I don't know what the fuck it is, but she just has these plastic garbage bags full of them. I don't know, supposedly like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them just sitting in her bathtub right now.
Steve, let's get into this. How much time does your family have to deal with your sister?
A lot.
Oh, is it a nightmare or what?
Yeah, a lot.
Enough about you.
How many could there be? There's only 12 a year.
I don't know.
True. Think about it.
Yeah, but she's 20 what?
12 a year. She's 29.
So 13, right? 16 times 12, 160.
They start a little earlier than 16,
plus,
Jimmy.
Well, wait a minute. Now,
224.
Girls change tampons. They don't just use one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
that's right. In my house, we did. There was a one tamp per period. One tamp per cycle, we'd say.
That's all you get. Fucking sop it up.
Oh, yeah, you're right. One a day. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they use a
7 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's a lot of fucking tampons. Yeah.
It's nasty. It stinks. She happens to have a lot of cats as well, so I'm sure she's probably just aching to be one
cat
of the
toys. Just bat them around the house.
Yeah, you know that the cats are tearing those bags open, sniffing,
just gnawing away at it.
Copper treats.
Oh shit! There's something something sexy about that.
Really?
No.
No.
She's a real beast too. On top of it,
Of course she is.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she is not good looking. So nothing to fantasize
Bashing
about.
a sister.
Oh, how could she be? No hot chick stores her tampons in the bathroom.
No.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Man.
Punching out.
That's a
Have
good one.
Very good one.
I didn't do much. Just watched my usual Hoarders. Hoarders and Intervention.
Right.
I can't get enough of that Hoarders show.
I can't do it.
It's just...
What was last night's problem?
Oh, it was something completely different. Some self-centered asshole blowing off the family and friends so they could live in filth.
Right.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
nothing like they ever have on. and completely just indignant about the whole thing and complaining and going through a little box. The house is just completely covered in shit. And there's a little box, like a shoe box, and she spends an hour going through each little piece in a shoe box.
Enough
You're like,
already.
what are you doing? I would love the show where you just diesel fuel the house. You could fit 10 hoarders in one show.
Right.
You tell them you have like 5 minutes to get whatever you want, put it in this suitcase.
Yeah.
And then we're burning your house to the ground.
Or you just tell them, go on the porch, we'll be careful. And then you kick them in the ass and make them sit in the yard while their shit is burned. Give them a good kick in the ass.
While they watch it just getting burned.
Yeah.
I mean, what would happen after they cry for 12 straight hours? Then what?
I know.
They're going to continue crying?
They're crazy anyway.
Or they're going to have a cleaner house?
You got a nice, now you got property to sell.
Some prank show should do that, though. Make believe they're coming in to do the right thing with the psychologist, the psychiatrist, the moving companies, the frat kids. And then you pile up their shit in the backyard and have a big old
bonfire
right in front of them.
That's the whole thing too. That it's even worse now watching it when the shrink shows up. Well, hello everybody. How are we doing today, everyone? Now remember, everybody, Diana needs our cooperation. She has final say in what goes out. Don't do anything unless she says it's okay. Coddle, coddle, coddle.
Yeah, final say means in the end she's going to throw maybe a gum wrapper away.
Yeah, maybe.
If that. But that has to have some kind of significance, right?
Morons.
But what makes the show different every time you watch?
I don't know.
You can't watch the same premise over and over again.
Each family and person is a little quirky. Quirky to say the least. But they have their own little quirks. And I like how the families react, because some of the families are just like, go fuck yourselves. Other ones really want to help. They're all crying. And last night had this guy named Prince Patrick or
Prince
something.
Poppycock?
No, Prince Patrick his name was. And he was dressed in like this. He got a collector of Asian stuff.
Ugh.
And he was dressed in some kind of Asian attire, and he had this doll in his car, and he was a disastrous mess.
Right.
And after that, it was intervention with some guy that was a karate guy.
Oh, man, you did a double feature last night.
Yeah. Who turned out to be a crackhead. And he was with this woman who still loved him and everything, a fiance, and she had like kids. Mm-hmm. And, God, the daughter was really hot. And what issues she had. Holy mother of fuck. Because she was like, I love him so much as a father, and he just went back on drugs. And I'm just like, oh, who the fuck went? Oh, my.
She's perfect for you.
Oh, perfect.
I mean,
Great
perfect.
issues. Great issues. Yeah, so it was a sit on the couch and watch crap
and
television
watch me
Me
TV.
TV. That's it. Me TV.
Me TV.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Oh, this guy saw Hoarders last night. We got Steve in Tampa. Steve.
Hey, boys.
Hey, brother.
I can't believe this horse. I went past the channel, and I went back to it, and I started watching it. These people on the Hoarders, I mean, I got these people living on the corner from me. You can tell they're hoarders because their cars, their windshields, their dashboards are just filled with junk. So I couldn't watch this thing. I was watching it, and these people said, "Oh, I'm not a hoarder," and they got shit all over their houses. Anthony, I don't know. How do people live like that?
I don't fucking know. I couldn't. Even when I had my Pee Wee's Playhouse apartment. It was just beer cans and toys.
Right. My family dynamic growing up was really strange because I think my dad had hoarder tendencies.
Yeah.
He collected a lot of shit, and we had a huge garage that was separate from the house that was just filled with a lot of junk. I mean, you could have thrown everything away. And I remember I didn't know what hoarding was until probably like everyone else only a mere few years ago, right?
Yeah, like that. It's an actual thing.
Maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago. And we tried to get him to clean that garage over the years, and he just wouldn't do it. And then in the house, he had these weird collections. But on the other side was my mom that threw out everything, including family memories. So it was. So they kind of balanced each other out, I think.
Matter, antimatter.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like my mom would throw away everything, and my dad tried to collect everything. So
she'd throw away things that were for the family.
Oh, everything. Yeah, I mean everything, just to keep the house tidy. So she was on the other side of the spectrum. But I think my dad probably would have been a hoarder if he was let loose.
Did they argue or no?
No, not really. No, we all just allowed my mom just to fucking run the entire house.
Really? Just
yeah, it was a lot easier that way. No,
Everyone
my dad
just
sat on the couch and watched a lot of fucking basketball.
Not listening to...
No, all hell would be breaking loose. He just thought it would be best to just kind of sit there and watch TV.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And the times he got involved, then he would have to deal with like what she had to say to him as well.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those situations where I mean,
what to do?
We've all been in there, but without kids or anything. You know, you go in, you just kind of don't want to deal with the problem, and the second you bring one thing up, you're completely immersed in said problem.
Oh yeah, no, my mom was always right.
Really?
She never officially admitted to one stinking wrong.
Nothing wrong
my
ever.
Entire life.
Perfect.
Not one.
All those years.
She never did one thing wrong in her. She's the only person alive.
That's great then, right?
She's fucking perfect.
Wow.
She would never go like, oh, all right, I screwed up.
Not really, no. No. Not really. There were a lot of times that you had to go find her and apologize to her, even though she started the shit.
Just to quell the problem?
Oh, yeah.
Just so dinner got made?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, does that sound like my first marriage?
Oh, really?
My only marriage, actually.
She was never wrong?
Yeah, never wrong. And I was usually doing the apologizing just to stop the fucking problem. Because if I kept going, it was just going to escalate into said World War III.
Doesn't that suck that logically that is the easiest path?
Yeah, it does suck, but it is.
But you know,
the path of least resistance.
You know, all right, I'll apologize, even though I had nothing to do with this shit. With this. But at least it'll calm down the situation.
It would start off with like a look, I'm sorry about that the whole situation thing, and I'm seething.
Yeah,
seething inside.
And does she throw in a little? Well, you should be.
Yeah, it's like
which makes it even harder to like do the part you don't feel like doing.
Oh, well,
you should be.
Yeah, it wouldn't so much be you should be.
Right.
It'd be like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's like, well, I tried to tell you. We didn't even need to have this argument because I was telling you right from the beginning, and all I'm thinking is, yeah, you were telling me the thing I still want to fucking argue about.
She's giving you a couple.
I'm being magnanimous here, so shut the fuck up.
She gives you a couple more shots as you're trying to just calm the situation down.
That's right. I dropped like 8 C-bombs when she walked away. Under my breath.
I loved it when she walked away. Did that make you feel better to do it when she was walking away, though? See, I would have to do it right to their face.
No, if you did it to her face, it was a problem.
Yeah, I understand that.
Then a cigarette machine was going to get dented.
Jesus. That's a tough broad.
You know what happens.
I would have said something like, yeah, well, why don't we just you take that right there?
I did. A lot of times. Had to, Chip.
Yeah, I don't apologize for nothing.
It was just so infuriating to have to do that and then have to take the shit that happened after just to stop the arguing. Or it wasn't going to stop. Like, especially late at night, like it would start getting very late and I'm laying in bed, I want to sleep and just and I'm just thinking, unless I just give up, I'm not going to go to sleep.
Yeah, I don't understand some of you women out there where you decide that you need to bring up some pretty heavy shit right as your head is hitting the pillow. And you think to yourself, really, right now? We're going to do this right now, which means at least another 2 to 3 hours before this could calm down.
And it would usually start, like, in the house, downstairs or something like that, and it would just start getting kicked up. And I would think it would be best for me to just go the fuck to bed. So I'd go to bed. And then, like fucking Joan Crawford, she'd be standing in the doorway going, well, we're just going to let this sit overnight?
Is she backlit at this point?
Yes, totally backlit with
backlit
kabuki makeup on. And I would just sit there like, oh, no, it's come to me. The argument has come to me now. and I'm not sleeping.
Why can't you just go, yeah, we're going to just let this sit. I'm tired. We'll pick up in the morning.
Opie. Oh, no, it doesn't work like that.
I know.
How about something like this? You know, I think your drinking is getting out of hand, and we should talk about this when you sober up.
In the mirror, I should do this? Or
would that have worked?
No, because it would turn out to be, it had nothing to do with the drinking. It was whatever point was being made, which would promptly be forgotten in the morning. But it had nothing to do with the drinking. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Out at bars with my dumb fucking thinking it was going to work preface. All right, we're going out. Let's keep this in mind. We're okay right now. Look, me and you, we're fine, right? There's no problems? No problems. Like, surprise. Like, why
would you say that?
Where's this coming from?
Yeah. Why would you say
no
this?
problems. And I'd be like, no, I know. Well, no problems. Let's just remember during the course of the night that we're going out to have fun, and there's not a problem. So we shouldn't get into any problems, is all I'm saying. All right? Yeah, okay. Well,
yeah. A little look like, that's weird. Why would you say that?
Okay, everybody, in your head, imagine your best oldie-time movie of the minute hand spinning and the hour hand spinning in fast motion a couple of hours later.
Has to be in black and white.
Yeah, in black and white.
Okay.
Don't get to the calendar pages peeling off yet. Okay, a few hours goes by. You got it? What the fuck is your problem? I see. Give me that fucking look. What's the fucking look? No, you think that shot's a good idea right now? The one you okay, fine. No, it is good. Fine. I'm fucking fine. You're the fucking asshole. Yeah, I am. I'm the asshole. And then slowly turn and look at my embarrassed friends turn their head away really quickly.
They're all too scared to tell you that just dump the bitch.
Would they ever be embarrassed for you?
Oh, always embarrassed for me. I could tell by the quick way they turn their head away. They just zipped their head away real quick, but not quick enough for me not to see that they were looking and probably talking amongst themselves about, oh my God, look at the hell he's dealing with.
Cuttingzilla's at it again.
I got to raise my hand. I was one of those guys.
Of course.
I'm like, I don't know how to tell this guy.
Oh, here.
And then I'm thinking, well, I got my own fucking issues, so who am I to say?
I think this fucking shit.
Wouldn't you want to yell at her for talking to you like that in front of your friends? Like we're in public.
I couldn't do anything.
It was easier not to. I saw it go down. Now, there's a couple things there, Anthony.
Yeah.
Now, you like to party a lot, obviously, but you...
I like it. It's fun.